following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Base hit to right field, and the Lady Dogs take the lead. Drag butt down the line. She's going to beat safe. Fly ball deep to left field. Back it goes to the wall. It is a home run. Deep to left field. Back it goes to the wall. It is gone.
Lady Dogs softball on your hometown station, WGAA, the Big Double A. This is Cedartown High School Lady Dogs softball on the Big Double A, WGAA 1340 AM and now at 106.1 FM. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app. Let's head down to the field for today's action.
Welcome into our coverage of Cedartown High School Lady Dogs softball as we are here for the annual black and red game, and both squads are on the field right now getting ready to go. Andrew Carter with you. Sam Branch will be joining me in just a few moments as we're getting ready for the start of this preseason game. This is a kind of unique thing that the softball program has begun this season. A preseason game to where they collect cases of water and snacks in order to provide for the team and for the concession stands throughout the year, and also a chance for these Lady Dogs to hone their skills before their season opener, which of course is coming up on Saturday afternoon, early Saturday afternoon here at home against the Pepperell Dragonettes. No numbers here, so we're going to try to get to as many of these as we can. We'll try to figure out names and what have you as we get them. Black team batting first, a swing and a miss, strike one. And the black team, this I believe is Xylee Rodriguez leading off. In the circle for the red team is Shaylee Pittman. That one in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lots of things this season will be different. Of course, a new, pretty much new coaching staff. Coach Josh Smith taking over the reins of the program. 1 ball and 1 strike to count to Xylee Rodriguez. And the pitch on the way is a little nubber hit towards second base. A slow roller. She'll pick up and throw in time to first, and that'll be out number 1. So Avery Elliott to first base, Addie Smith for out number 1. And that will bring up the center fielder. This is Mariah Westmoreland. And there's a strike to her, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike underway here on a hot day. But glad the rain is held off at least for the moment. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2, good pitch there from Pittman. It's 0-2.
By the way, let's go.
0-2 pitch on the way. Westmoreland takes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 gone here in the top of the first inning with the black team at bat. And the pitch on the way. And she takes outside to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Branch joining us. He had to run to the radio station because the headset we brought didn't work. So he's here. Pitch just missed a bit low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sam, another softball season is upon us, my friend.
Another softball season upon us.
Yes, it is. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Mariah Westmoreland with 1 out and the pitch. A tapper foul will do it again, 3-2.
It is the sign that not only is, of course, softball season upon us, but the school year is about to start. Football season is about to start, and it's just fall is around the corner. It's really the kickoff to a lot of great things upon us.
There's a pop-up to short. Should be an easy play, and it will be. The squeeze is made over at shortstop by Kinsley Boozer for out number 2. And that will bring up the pitcher for the black team. That we have no numbers today, Sam. I don't know if you noticed that, so we're having to...
They're really going to put us to our test today.
Yes. Outside corner strike called. It's 0-1. I do believe this is Kristen Cash. Yes, it is. So Cash, the starting pitcher for the black team. She'll take one low from Pittman. 1-1 the count. Several changes this season. Also, one of the main changes, the stairway.
You know, I noticed that on the way up.
1-1 pitch, a little tapper. That could be a tough play. Picked up by the catcher. Throws to first in time for the out. A good play all around right there. And the side is retired. That was the catcher, Kendall Howard, picking that up. And Kendall Howard, one of several of this Lady Dogs team returning from last season and returning from a long summer of travel ball. We'll come back with the bottom half of the first after this 60-second timeout on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. Oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Have you been to Croker's Hardware Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
And we are back here for Cedartown High School softball. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter, the annual red and black game here from Cedartown High School. The annual kickoff to the high school sporting season. It's warm, Andrew. It's warm.
It is. You know, we had that, week and a half of almost fall-like temperatures.
And now it's not.
Yeah, well, you know, fall season starts and the heat comes back. That's how it goes. Kristen Cash is getting the start in the circle for the black team. Behind the plate is the catcher. And I believe that is Heather Henry, and it is. Bottom half of the first inning, here we go. First pitch on the way is a fly ball foul to Haven Barclay, a senior this season. And Sam, we followed Haven for, she's been a starter all 4 years on this Lady Dogs softball team, and going to play at the next level next year. She's committed.
Haven will be headed to the Ivy League, going to play at Dartmouth.
There's a ball hit fair down the left side. And Barclay has herself a single, first hit of the ball game.
Haven has also spent her summer, as a lot of these girls do, playing travel ball. In fact, I believe she just was in a tournament over the weekend playing. But she is right back here on this Tuesday, and she is aboard with a leadoff single over at first base, and that's going to bring up, it looks like, the pitcher in Shaylee Pittman for the Red Squad.
First pitch to Pittman is outside. The throw sails over the head, but a good cutoff there by the second baseman for the black team. That was Anna Scott who cut that off. Haven Barclay, though, had that stolen easily. Taking off on the first pitch, and again, that's something we expect to see a lot this season. So 1 ball and no strikes now the count to Shaylee Pittman. This is that 1-2 punch from last season, if you remember. Called strike over the outside corner, 1-1.
It worked really well last season, and we expected to do the same thing here. Barclay over at second base.
Here comes the 1-1. It's outside. Haven Barclay about a third of the way to third base.
Of course, something that all of the Cedartown sports will have to contend with, and the Lady Dogs are going to be the first ones really to kind of get a dose of it, will be that new region realignment and those new region opponents.
Pitch is a called strike inside corner, 2-2.
Lady Dogs will have to face off against teams like Cartersville, Dalton, Cass.
And Cartersville is, from one of the rankings I saw, is ranked in the top 10 in the state in fast pitch softball.
And that really comes as no surprise, as they're a powerhouse in just about every sport. That one's in the dirt.
Bounces up there, and taking third easily will be Haven Barclay. So go-ahead run at third base, and the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes to Shaylee Pittman. She's not afraid to take ball 4 either, and she's a stolen base threat when she gets aboard. So the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kristen Cash, another returning pitcher from last season. Line drive left center field, base hit all the way to the wall. That's going to easily score Barclay. It's going to be an RBI double for Pittman, and the red team leads 1-0. Just a good piece of hitting there by the young pitcher.
Yep, quality at bat there by Pittman. She ran the count full. She knew that she had a speedy runner there, but with the quality at bat, she didn't have to worry about Barclay really having to use her wheels. They're easily scoring from third. That's going to bring up Kinsley Boozer, the shortstop, as that pitch is high and away for ball 1. Boozer, another quality player, coming back for another year with this Lady Dogs squad.
He made a good play at shortstop in the top of this inning. The pitch is high and outside, 2-0. Just talking to Coach Josh Smith, as we mentioned before. He is the new head coach of this team. Took over a team that's still young, but still a pretty good group of returning starters. 2-0 is tipped foul, 2-1. But yeah, you've got, we mentioned Haven Barclay, Shaylee Pittman coming back from last year as a freshman. She's a sophomore this year. Kinsley Boozer, of course, Kendall Howard, an outstanding catcher. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball, shallow center field, should be playable. And the catch is made. A little bit of a collision out there. Runner will tag and go to third, and she's going to be dead to rights. And she is, she bobbled it. If she holds on to it at third base, she's easily out, but third baseman over there unable to hold on to it. That's, I believe, Allie Elliott, I think.
Yeah, you're right on that one.
Over at third.
Elliott just not able to hold on to that one. A good view there by the umpire that was covering third base.
Mariah Westmoreland out there to make the catch in center field. So that'll be out number 1. Runner at third base, and the red team threatening with another run.
Hey, she's halfway there, man.
I'm going to bring out a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And if I knew who it was, I would tell you. But we don't have numbers. We will have numbers on Saturday, though. That's a guarantee.
Absolutely, we will.
That's a guarantee. Cedartown taking on Pepperell at 1 p.m. on Saturday afternoon after the alumni softball game at 9 o'clock that morning. Kendall Howard takes one high and away. Throw goes to third, and it's not in time. It was taken high, and a good stop there by Allie Elliott. 1 ball and no strikes. Sam is trying to get as much of that air flowing on him as he can.
It's not much.
Yeah, it's not.
And what it is there, it's not cool.
2 balls and no strikes. The pitch missed outside.
You know, you were smart. You have on shorts.
But you actually work for a living and have to wear long pants. That's outside ball 3-0.
But I had the opportunity to take the khakis off and put on a pair of shorts.
But you look so sharp, Sam. It's okay. It's all right. 3 balls, no strikes to Kendall Howard. Bella Howell is waiting on deck, the left fielder for the red team. 3-0 pitch is way outside ball 4, back to the backstop. But no advance from the courtesy runner at third. That'll put him at the corners with 1 out.
That courtesy runner thought about it, but just not enough of a jump there, and that'll put the runners at the corners, like you said, Andrew, and that does happen with just 1 out. The red team already up 1-0 and threatening here again as there is a meeting on the mound. Coach's visit.
Now, one thing you notice, especially on the red team, they've got 11 players listed on the lineup, and I don't know if they're going to, this is a scrimmage, so I guess they could bat all 11 if they wanted to.
They could?
Because you've got, so EH, extra hitter, is what it's indicated as. So it looks like we're going to go with 11 batters in the lineup for the red team.
And we've got another courtesy runner now, and this one's going to be over at first base. So she will run for the catcher, Kendall Howard, as Bella Howell will step into the batter's box for the red squad. So Howell comes up with runners at the corners and 1 out.
Sam, we've got scrimmage football game on Friday. Cedartown hosting Troup County. I know you're going to be up in the press box again this season for the PA responsibilities. Pitch is high, ball 1 to the next batter.
I'll be in the booth, year 3, and some exciting things happening, I think, at Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field, as that was grounded to third base side, and it is called foul ball.
I'll tell you what, that was close to being fielded in fair territory.
I agree with you.
But it was called foul by Sharon Cook down there behind home plate. He's handling the balls and strikes today.
New video board is installed at the dock, and so that's going to be put into use. That's going to be some exciting things. Also going to have the new sound system is installed. Of course, Andrew, as that one is low, throw down to third base, not in time.
And we got a little taste of that new video board
during the spring game.
For the spring game, and it looked great. New sound system. By the way, I've also been told that the softball field is going to be inheriting the old sound system from the football field.
Very nice.
So it's going to be nice and loud here. There's a pop-up foul toward the football practice field behind the third base dugout, still 2-2.
But I can tell you that myself, along with John Goodfriend and Katie Abrams and Christopher Moses and some other folks, including the band director and the coach of the cheerleading squad, are all going to be working in conjunction together this year to just bring all of the fans that are going to be at Cedartown Memorial Stadium, Doc Ayers Field, a enhanced fan experience when they come to football games on Friday nights.
Pitch was in the dirt and allowed the runner to move up to second base, so it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bella Howe at the plate. 3-2 pitch on the way. Hit in the air to left center field. Catch will be made in left. Runner tags, heads to home plate. She is safe under the tag, and she scores. It's 2-0. She could have been out, could have possibly been out. Could have, maybe, but not so. So it's out number 2. It's a sac fly, brings home the run from third, and it's a 2-0 lead for the red team. So credit an RBI to Bella Howe, and I believe this is Emily Ann Watts, who's the extra hitter in this lineup. This kind of reminds you of like Little League,
it does.
where you can have 11 or 12 in the batting order. Bounced up there for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes down to Waits, Emily Ann Waits. Try to get you some of the defense here. Third base, we mentioned, is Allie Elliott. Shortstop, Zali Rodriguez. Second base, Anna Scott. Here's the pitch. 1-0 is down low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Over at first base, you've got Emma Palacios. Looks like
left field is, I believe that is there's a little pop fly to the right side. That'll be foul. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Left field's going to be Chloe Ramey, it looks like.
That's what I thought. Center field is Mariah Westmoreland. And then right field is Chastity Washington, I believe.
There we go.
Again, we're having to...
And then behind the plate is Heather Henry.
Called strike over the outside corner. 2-2 now the count with 2 outs.
We are trying to piece it together.
Addie Smith, who's playing first base in this ball game for the red team, is on deck, but there are 2 out. The 2-2. Tapped foul, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2. Yeah, really bad weather toward north, right around Ringgold and toward Chattanooga and East Ridge and those areas up there. But down here it's just cloudy and muggy. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Good battle going on here. I'm just glad to be back doing sports again.
I am too. It's always fun because this is a scrimmage game for the girls. But honestly, it's a scrimmage game. It's a warm-up game for us as well to kind of get back into the swing of things.
Precisely.
Friday night, it'll be a scrimmage game for you guys in the booth. It'll be a scrimmage game for me on the PA system.
Pitch was outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes now the count.
hopefully,
to wait.
I won't say, first and 10 from the 53-yard line or something like that.
Yeah, this ain't Canadian football, my friend.
You never know.
3-2 pitch. Right back to the circle. Look what I found. That's out number 3, a line shot that's caught there by Kristen Cash. That will leave the inning as we head to the second. The red team scores 2 and leads 2-0 through 1. We head to the top of the second after a 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
2-0 is your score. Red team leading the black team here in the annual red versus black softball game. Cedartown High School Lady Dogs softball to really get the season started as we have the I guess it's the it's not the inaugural anymore. It's just the annual. How many years have they been doing this, Andrew?
I think this is the first year they've done, at least to this
extent.
To this
I guess,
extent,
yeah.
they've done it like this. So we mentioned the coaching staff. We'll get to more of these names as we can, as we go.
Looks like Chastity Washington leading things off for the black squad,
and takes low and away for ball 1. Dustin Little, of course, is returning as another coach, but joining the coaching staff this year, Brett Lane, fellow class of 2004 member, is now a coach. That's flied foul, out of play, 1 ball and 1 strike to the right side. The count 1-1.
According to our lineup, it should be 4, 5, and 6 due up here. That'll be Chastity Washington, Chloe Ramey,
and Heather Henry.
There you go.
1-1. Off-speed pitch that missed, 2-1 the count. Shaylee Pittman still on the mound for the red team.
We mentioned it, but the Lady Dogs will officially open up the season on Saturday here at home as they will take on the Pepperell Lady Dragons, or the Dragonettes.
2-1 pitch is fouled back, 2-2. Yeah, they'll correct you on that. It's Dragonettes.
And then they will take on, it looks like, Southwest Whitfield.
Yeah, right into the region schedule immediately.
And then Woodland. And then the a doubleheader against Hiram.
Here comes the 2-2. A tapper towards short, second base and through for a base hit. Big return from first to second, but she'll stay put at first base. And always the aggressive base runner, Chastity Washington.
So the Saturday game against Pepperell, and then a Tuesday game against Southwest on the 6th.
I believe that'll be at home.
It will be, and then we go on the road to take on Woodland.
That'll be radio only for that.
That'll be Thursday the 8th. I'll be bringing you that one, I believe. And then on the 13th, we will come back home, and that's going to be on a Tuesday, and that will be the doubleheader against the Hiram Hornets.
Pitches up, high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count to Chloe.
Then we will come, we'll go back on the road on the 15th, which is a Thursday, and we will have a doubleheader against Allatoona. So that's kind of your first 2 weeks of the season.
Chloe Rainey takes one outside. Throw goes down to second. Great throw, and was the tag in time? No. Fantastic throw there from Heather Henry from the catcher's spot to second base, but the good jump there by Chastity. She's at second base, and the count, I believe, is 2-0, I think.
Every time this thing shudders, I shudder with it.
Yes, I do.
Like,
swing and a miss, a big cut there, and then she came up empty, 2-1.
I feel like me and the air conditioner are about to fall through the floor at any moment together.
So for those who don't know, well, we'll tell you about it in a moment.
First the pitch.
Yeah, here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. There's a portable air conditioner.
Oh, they got to call her up. Oh, and she's in there safe.
That's just Chastity Washington running and looking and noticing that there's a lane to get to third base, and she just took it.
They had Chastity caught between second and third base, and they thought they had her caught in a rundown, but she was just able to steal the base, and she's over at third. That one's fouled back.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Anyway, this portable air conditioner on wheels has been up here for, gosh, I don't know, 5-6 years. I'm sure it probably needs to be deep cleaned. I don't know. We also have a lot of stuff running on not much electricity here. Here's the 2-2. That one hits away, and Chastity's going to score, and the black team is on the board 2-1.
And that's just exactly what you expect when you see Chastity Washington competing, whether it's in softball, whether it's in basketball, whatever it is. She's going to get out there, she's going to hustle, and she's going to make a difference, and she's going to do so with her hustle, and she did so right there. As you see, she stole second base. She was able to steal third base, and then she comes home there on the wild pitch, and the black team is on the board and score now 2-1.
3-2 pitch misses inside for ball 4, so that'll put a runner on first base.
That's going to bring up Heather Henry, the catcher for the black squad.
So Chloe Rainey draws that walk, and as you mentioned, Heather Henry.
The backstop.
I'll tell you what, that throw from the catcher, Kendall Howard, to second base was a great throw, and we certainly expect to see a lot of that this year too. It's upstairs. No, a called strike, nothing in 1 the count. I thought it was going to be a ball 1, but a late strike call there. Nothing in 1 the count to Heather Henry.
Good pitch there by Pittman.
It was. Here's the 0-1. A tapper foul, and nothing in 2.
I think it caught either the inside of her foot or their ankle there, so she's going to walk it off.
Talking to Coach Smith before this ball game, he was telling me that the GHSA has changed the playoff format for softball. It's going to be just like baseball. In years past, they have done these little area tournaments where you go if you're the higher seed hosts area teams, but next year, for this season, it's going to go back to the way it used to be, and it's just the higher seed hosts. And you have the coin flip, and then you go to Columbus for the Elite Eight.
Gotcha.
No balls and 2 strikes to Heather Henry. And that's going to bounce up there. Runner goes for second. She is safe. Still nobody out here in the top of the second. And there's a little bit of a competition going on here. I was talking to Coach Little. Coach Little's kind of running the black team, and Coach, first the pitch, is going to miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coach Lane is coaching the red team, and they both went to high school together, so it's kind of a little friendly competition going on between the 2 coaches. Both played baseball together. Two. To third base, off the glove. It was in fair territory. That's going to score a run to tie it. To second base, and no play. Again, Sam, we talked about that earlier. There was a play at third base that we thought might have been fair, but it was called foul. That one definitely was fair. It was obvious, and it was off the glove. It may have been foul if she doesn't try to glove it, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that one would have gone foul. However, it was in. And, I think maybe just a little bit of confusion there, a little early season jitters.
It's that margin of error.
It is. And I guarantee you, though, 2 weeks from now, had that same exact play happen, it would have gone a little bit differently, I think. She would have hustled after that one and put that ball back into play a lot quicker. But that's one of those things you just kind of have to understand and not make that mistake again and take your licks and keep on going.
Did make a mistake on who's coaching what team. Coach Lane is coaching the black team right now. There's a foul ball hit there by, I believe, Allie Elliott there.
Looks like we've got a courtesy runner again now out at second base.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line shot, foul down the third base line. 0-2. Field looks like it's in great shape. You know, last year they did all this work to this field, resodded it. They leveled it off. You know, there was all kinds of crevices and dips and all kinds of stuff on this field. They actually lowered the field a little bit to give it better drainage, and it has been one of the finest fields that we play on. That's misses 1 ball and 2 strikes as far as the playing surface goes. You know, I remember a couple years ago before they redid this playing surface, we had dead spots out there in the outfield and spots where people would, trip and get hurt. But now they've fixed all that, and it's a fine surface. That is going to hit Allie Elliott, so she'll take her bag at first. Still nobody out here at the top of the second.
Yeah, a lot of good work to this field. They've also, of course, installed the new scoreboard, and that just looks really good out there. And this has turned into one of the nicer facilities, like you said, that we go to. And it's just, it's a testament to all of the work that PSD has put into not just this playing surface, but all of the playing surfaces at not just our high school, but also, of course, Rockmart High School as well.
Well, sorry, Sam.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the plan is next year to replace this structure we're in now with a new one. And misses upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes, including a new concession stand, maybe even a bathroom below us. That'd be nice.
That would be.
But definitely going to be replacing this press box. And later on this week when we have our Sports Talk Live pregame show, when we talk to Chris McKelvey, he always tells the story about when they brought this press box over from the visitors football field. That's a foul ball at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. But it was laying down at the bottom of the hill for about 5 or 6 years when they took it down and put the current one up there, and they were just going to haul it off, but they brought it over here.
Repurposed
it. I think Benny Wayne Landrum took care of a lot of that. That's a foul ball down the left side, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Bella Palacios up to bat for the black squad. Speaking of
the all the work that goes into getting this surface ready, the Booster Club does so much. First the pitch, a little nub shot to second base, tough play. It's going to bounce in front, but they will get the 1 out. Runners will move up to second and third now. Tough play there. Of course, she had to run that out, and runners do move up, and it's going to be second and third with 1 out. But the boosters are kind of the unsung heroes. Of course, the coaches do a lot of stuff too, but the boosters, of course, they come in. They're here all summer getting this field ready to go. That includes the concession stands. That includes things you just don't see.
This will be Anna Scott.
And Scott takes low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. This will be the bottom of the order for the black team.
And that's the same way in high school sports throughout, is the boosters really are those parents that show up and put in the hours and run the concession stands. As that one's fouled off to the right side out of play. That one might find the hood of that car. Oh, it hits in front of it and just completely misses it. What a bounce. What a play. What a play by the asphalt. Play of the game right there.
Speaking of that, over on the asphalt, on the picnic table over there, a ton of cases of drinks and snacks, swing and a miss, strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's what the admission price was for this ball game, was bringing a case of water or drinks and snacks for concession stands and for the team. So well done. That's fouled back to still 1 ball, 2 strikes. But going back to that, this softball field for a long time didn't have a press box at all. In fact, you had to sit behind the home plate and hope it didn't rain. 1-2 pitches outside, 2-2.
We get to do that at a lot of baseball games.
Yes, we do.
Visiting when we go on the road.
Well, listen, when I remember some of the first years I did Cedartown baseball, that press box up there was not built yet either, and First 2-2 is hitting the air foul to the right
Oh,
side.
is it going to make it again? Oh, no.
Hits the hood of the car. They may want to move that. So if you're driving a pewter Nissan, I think Altima, you might want to move that car somewhere. At least to hit the hood and not the windshield. Might want to move that pewter Nissan Altima over there. Here's the 2-2 again. A little fly ball to the right side. That's gonna be just foul down the right side. Almost found fair territory.
Had that found fair territory, that would have busted open the tie.
Yeah, it would have scored 2 runs.
It would have given the black squad a 2-run lead, and you'd be looking at a 4-2 ball game. Instead, it's a foul ball, and we're still all knotted up at 2 balls and 2 strikes and a 2-2 game.
Shaylee Pittman delivers the 2-2, and it misses 3 balls and 2 strikes and did not miss by much.
I know it's early, and I know my eyes have not adjusted, but that was close.
Pittman looking for the out here, but she won't get it on that pitch. It's ball 4, and it's going to load the bases with 1 out. So a pretty quick first inning for Shaylee Pittman, but she's run into trouble here in this second inning, giving up a couple of runs and the go-ahead run at third base. And the base is loaded. Now we got time call. One of our new coaches, and we'll get all these names by Saturday, but one of our new coaches, and again, like we mentioned before, pretty much an all-new staff except for Coach Little.
It is nice to see us returning to some competition with the Pepperell Dragons.
Not just
Dragonettes,
softball, but football.
We will go to Lindale during the football season. I mean, I know you're excited.
That fire-breathing dragon.
I know you're excited. I know you can hardly contain your excitement, Andrew Carter, to go to Lindale.
I think it's been about 8 years since we've played Pepperell, and we had to go there. I'd love for them to come here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I believe this is top of the order, isn't it?
I'd say, are we back to the top?
This should be Xylee Rodriguez, the shortstop, if it is. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, nothing in 2.
I think she got her chasing on that one.
But, despite the challenges this region offers with competition, at least geographically, it's a much more friendly region for all sports. Here's the 0-2. A little tapper towards second base. She kind of reached down for it. Off her glove. 1 run's going to score. 2 are going to score. Throw to the plate. Not in time. 4-2 lead now for the black team. And bases and runners still at first and second with 1 out.
Avery Elliott out there playing second base for the Red Squad, just not able to field that one cleanly, and it turns into what should have been an out at first base.
That's one of those,
scores 2 runs.
Yeah, Sam, that's one of those times where she was looking toward first base before she picked it up, and she'll definitely get better at that as time goes on. Mariah Westmoreland, another great young talent for this team. That's a strike called, nothing in 1. Outstanding middle school player for years. Now in high school. There's the 0-1. Hit off the end of the bat and foul. Strike 2. Yeah, we get notable home games for this year would be, of course, the home opener. But I think a lot of people are going to be looking toward the end of the year with that Cedartown Carsville game here at home. That's a strike 3 called for out number 2. And 3 pitches takes care of Mariah Westmoreland. That'll bring up the pitcher, Kristen Cash. And I think that's a game a lot of people are going to be looking at in Georgia. That's low and in for ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, and that really has the potential. Now, not that you want to get yourself kind of ahead of the game, but if things match up the way that I think a lot of people are thinking, that could have region championship implications.
1-0 pitch. She squared to bunt and did not go for it. It's 2-0.
A lot of people have put Cartersville number 1 in the region. And some people are predicting Cass to be number 2 and the Dogs to be number 3. But I think that Cedartown and Cass.
Strike, one called inside corner, 2-1. Yeah, that's an early game too, isn't it? The Cass game, and it's a home game here.
It is.
So
and
two of the key region games for this year that you would think, if you're looking on the schedule, Sam, are here at home. So for those games, we're going to need a huge contingent of Bulldog fans. 2-1 pitch, line shot, foul down the right side, 2-2.
But I can tell you somebody that I don't think anybody needs to sleep on, and I think it's a team that will come into the season wanting to play upset. And that's the folks just north of us, and that's the Dalton Catamounts.
That's right.
I think they're going to come into the region. I think that they know that they're underrated. I think that they know
Here's
that.
the 2-2. Strike three call. That'll end the inning. That's a brutal strike three, but 4 runs come across, and we'll finish that thought in the bottom half of the second. The Lady Dogs black team 4, the Lady Dogs red team 2. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Lady Dog Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
4-2 is your score as we get ready to go to the bottom of the second inning. The black squad jumping out to a 2-run lead, scoring 4 in the top of the second inning. It is the red versus black game here to start off the softball season. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter bringing you Cedartown High School Lady Dogs softball here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, WGAA 106.1 FM, AM 1340.
86 degrees and 2,000% humidity.
And that's just in the press box.
That's just in the press box, that's right.
Kind of finishing our thought, though, from right before the break, Andrew, you're right about that Cass game. It is an early season game for the Dogs. It is the second region game of the season on September the 20th. And then the Dalton game, I think, is the one that we can't sleep on, and I think it's the one that a lot of people need to be concerned about when it pops up on their schedule.
And also remember, we have to go there.
We do. We go
for the second year in a row.
We go to Dalton on October the 11th.
Pitch is outside, ball 1 ball and no strikes. And going to Dalton, I love that stadium. It is a classic stadium.
I love it.
That is a tough place to play.
It is.
When the fans are there in force, it's tough. 2-0 the count now to the batter, and I'm trying to figure out who this is.
Addie Smith.
Addie Smith, yes.
Good call. Good call, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Kristen Cash in the circle. Delivers the 2-0 pitch. Smith hits it in the air to right field. Washington on the run, makes the catch on the foul line. Out number 1. You know who the first person to say hey to me was when I got here today? Chastity Washington.
Yeah,
she is always.
I am not surprised one bit.
She is always the first to say something. Lexi Bennett, the batter, she's one of the extra hitters in the lineup. Hard pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Of course, first the 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. You expect Shaylee Pittman to be probably your number 1 starter if you're playing a series, but Kristen Cash definitely is right there alongside her. Called strike 2 over the outside corner. One thing she does well is locate, and she's located well in this at bat against her fellow teammate, Lexi Bennett. Here's the 1-2. Just got a piece and stayed alive. Lexi is an 8th grader, so she'll be playing with the junior varsity as an 8th grade member. Of course, you can do that in JV. 1-2 pitch. Tried to locate outside, but just missed with it. 2-2.
Good thing about that pitch, though, is that's exactly where the backstop had set up. So she located that pitch well, just didn't get Lexi to chase on it.
Cash with the 2-2. Tapper foul towards shortstop, and the throw to first in time. And it pulled the first baseman off the bag over there, but she is able to tag it down. That's Bella Palacios over there, able to tag the bag in time, and a good play over there by the shortstop, Zali Rodriguez, to throw over. And 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the second.
That'll bring up Avery Elliott, playing second base for the Red Squad. She'll come up with nobody on and 2 outs.
We'll tap her toward third base. Throw to first will be in time. Low throw, but dug up well at first base again by Palacios. From third base, Allie Elliott to Palacios, and the inning is over. So a very quick bottom half of the second. We head to the third. The black team leads 4-2 over the red team. Back after this on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Lady Dogs Softball on your hometown station, the Big Double A.
4-2 is your score after the Red Squad was retired in order. To the top of the third inning, we shall go.
Shaylee Pittman in the circle looking to have a cleaner inning here. Bunt try down the left side, foul, and it's strike one. Let's see if we can check who this batter is. Zali Rodriguez. So we're at the top of the order. Zali Rodriguez is the batter. 0-1 pitch. Sharply hit foul toward the first base dugout. 0-2. That would make sense because Cash is in the on-deck circle. So, yeah, that's Westmoreland, beg your pardon. Again, we don't have numbers.
Mariah Westmoreland, there you go.
Yeah. Did I say something else? 1 ball, 2. Yeah, Mariah Westmoreland.
Who's on first?
Hey, get around it.
You got, yeah, I don't know. It's been a long day.
And it makes it even longer when there's no numbers.
That's right. But, again, we will have numbers on Saturday. Strike 3 call will take care of Westmoreland for the first out. And that will bring up Krista Cash. So far, a much better start for Shaylee Pittman.
You know, and I didn't get to do a ton of games last year with you, Andrew, but I feel like
ball 1 outside.
That from what I remember from Shaylee, that's kind of what I remember seeing is she would have an inning where she would just look absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
And then she would have an inning where she may struggle.
Called strike over the outside corner, 1-1.
But they would stick with her, and then she would come back in an inning or so later, and she would just look absolutely brilliant. And, you know, and she would – it was difficult for her to maybe put 2 or 3 innings together where she would – but they would stick with her, and she just had a lot of perseverance about her.
1-1 pitch is hit solidly, but foul, 1 ball and 2 strikes. You know, and if you can solve that, you know, you've got the $1 million.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But she pitched well last season, and she's still young. She's only, I'm not sure exactly how old she is, but she's 15, 16 years old. So, she's definitely still got some maturing to do, but still a very good player. There's a basket catch in left field by the red team. That's Bella Howe making the catch for out number 2, so that retires Kristen Cash.
And and at the high school level, that's kind of the challenge is when you've got must be a lightning. Well,
delay.
and we've got some clouds that are forming kind of if you're looking at the high school over in that direction. And so I'm not surprised that there's some clouds, but
yeah. So that bad weather that was
maybe to the east of us,
it's drifting down. There's really no rain. There's a little sail. Oh, there's the thunder.
There it is.
So,
thunder.
but there are some weather.
welcome.
There is some weather that's popping up around us.
Am I going to get us a copyright infringement for that?
As long as it's not the actual song. There's a storm just to the south and east of us, right around Yorkville and those areas with a lot of lightning in it.
Oh, yeah, there is.
And there's also one that just developed south of us
Yep.
with some lightning strikes, and that's what prompted the suspension of play. So it's going to be at least 30 minutes before we start back. And with the weather that's drifting in here, there's a very good chance that we might
may or may
not start back. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. They're going to talk about this, but again, we are under a lightning delay. The black team leads 4-2. We're in the top of the third inning with 2 outs. So what we're going to do is send it back to the radio station for some music, and we'll stop our videos on Facebook Live and YouTube. We'll start up new videos if this game continues. So Sam Branch and Andrew Carter with you here from CHS here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports. W291 TNC.